Tuesday was one packed full of high school hoops. A number of teams staying in town. We did our best to make our way around and catch as much as we could. We start with our last game of the night. St. Augustine playing host to Zapata. Late in the first quarter, Zapata looking for a spark. JJ Villarreal going to play the passing lane, knocking this one away, and then wrestling the loose ball free. Finally going to go reverse lip and in, cutting into the Knights' edge. The very next possession, St. Augustine using their size on the glass. Rafa Garcia, the offensive board, and the put back, the lead out to double digits. The Hawks not flinching, though. The very next trip down, Barty Morales stepping into this three. He's going to get it to fall the edge, back down to 7. St. Augustine with the answer all night long. Off of Zapata, missed. No one can stop the ball. Esteban Garza, he's going to hit the little runner in the lane for 2. Then, a few possessions later, Diego Romo working without the ball. A nice screen away from the play, freeing him up. Just too much Knights on this evening. They're able to top the Hawks 80-55. Oh, from the afternoon games, Alexander and the Bulldogs hosting Edinburgh North. Third quarter, home team up and looking for more. Adrian Orozco creating some space in the lane. The layup is good. The Bulldogs up by a baker's dozen. Well, a couple minutes later, Ito Ramos on the attack. A nice find of Sean Bryant. He can't get the first one to fall, but sticking with it. The edge out to 16 for Alexander. How about some deep shooting? Nick Ordonez wide open from the angle. He's going to make him pay, knocking down that triple. Make that lead 17 for Alexander as the Bulldogs win this one with these 78-56 the final. Orozco with 18. Ordonez 17. Bryant 13. They lead the way for Alexander. Over to TAMU, Laredo ISD holding their annual showcase event. All three boys teams in play tonight. Fourth quarter, Nixon up on McAllen, looking for the knockout blow, and Adrian Medellin right down the lane, swooping in for a pair, adding to the Mustangs' edge. Later in the fourth, Nixon continues to attack the hoop. Ian Tovar there to clean up the mess. 2 more of his game-high 17 to lead Nixon. The Bulldogs would try to make a run down the stretch, but this one never really in doubt. Nixon wins it 65-56. Gilbert Parra with 15 to go along with Tovar's 17. Well, staying there, Laredo ISD, the Dust Devils, Figueroa and McAllen Memorial pick up in the second quarter. Figueroa had McAllen Memorial in a good one. Albert Moreno off the steal. He goes coast to coast. The Toros down by just a pair. Couple trips later, again, Figueroa using their defense, turn into offense. Jacob Lozano off the football field, onto the court, gliding in for a pair. We're all knotted up. After the Toros come in with another stop, more transition offense. No one putting a hand in the face of Homero or Rodriguez, stepping up and knocking down that triple. Figueroa, they lead by 3 after that. They would add another triple on the next trip. This one stays close, but it's McAllen Memorial that comes back. 45-42, the victory over Figueroa. And the other game at TAMU, Martin playing host to McAllen Rowe. Picked this one up in the third quarter. The Tigers with the lead. Elijah Becker, the steal. A nice little inbounds play, only fitting to get him the ball back on the other end. Going through, taking the foul. Martin up by 9 at this point. Looks like the Tigers can come in with the win. Into the fourth, though, the Warriors have gone on a run. They've taken the lead. The Tigers trying to break the streak. AJ Valadez attacking the hoop, skying in for the scoop shot. He would lead the Tigers in scoring. These team trading buckets down the stretch. Jorge Martinez beating his man off the dribble. A little double clutch hanging and hitting. Martin in front here as this one goes to the final minute all tied up, but it's the Warriors that edge out the Tigers 68-64, the final at TAMU. We finished off on the boys' side over United. The Longhorns taking on San Antonio Reagan. In the second quarter, we pick up the home team down by 6, looking to cut that deficit in half. The good ball movement. Find the hands of Jalen Colbert. He's hitting from the angle, make it 18-15. A few possessions later, the lead back out to 9 for the Rattlers. Colbert striking again, this time from the corner. United hanging around in this one. Into the third quarter, Reagan trying to pull away. United upping the defensive pressure. Diego Saldana with the steal. It's going to end up with Carlos Castro. He's put on a couple of nice moves here. A little crossover into the lane. The damage is done. United can never really get back into this one. They fall by 15 despite 31 points from Castro, while Colbert chipped in with 18. How about some girls action? The ladies capping off the double dip at United late in the first quarter. Jesselyn Halomo sizing up her defender. The hand down, man down situation, hitting from 3. Then a little bit later on the kick out, the catch and shoot. The same result though, United up by 5. Well, the next trip down, Emily Escamilla on the move, attacking the paint. She's going to take the hit, the finish, all part of a 3-point play out of her. The Longhorns starting to get some easy buckets. Christian Rodriguez weaving her way through the South Sand defense and in for 2 more. The Bobcats refuse to go away, but United proves to be too much. They pick up a 74-67 win. They had 20 points from Haloma. And Checking out more scores in LBJ doubleheader today. The girls go to the Zapata. They run past the Hawks in large part to 23 points from Leilani Medina. Meanwhile, the boys come with a massive second half to erase an 18-point deficit on their way to a 2-point win over Acano Medes, thanks to 18 from Juan Navarro and 16 from Roger Leindecker. Over in Flower Bluff, the Panthers with a 12-point win over the Hornets behind 15 from Angelina Lopez, 11 from Bridget Teo. Down in the Valley, it's Nixon all over PSJ 8 North by 13. Abigail Esparza with 24 points in the victory there. The Cigarro girls add to their win total with a 13-point victory over San Antonio Warren. Eunice Cervantes with 19. Mia Calderon only one off that mark with 18. By Martin has a rough one up in Carrizo Springs. They fall to the Wildcats despite 13 points and 6 rebounds from Kiara Gonzalez.